All right. Thank you all for allowing me to speak here. My name is Paul Stasurak. I am from Cornelis Networks, here to talk about an update on our OmniPath Express support for DAOS. All right, just a brief legal disclaimer. So I'll give a brief update on Cornelis, where we're at, an update on our transport with OmniPath Express, and then what we're doing today with the support for DAOS. Okay. Something's in the way here. There we go. All right, so just very briefly, we're here at booth 745. The OmniPath 100 gig solution, we've had out for a while. It's still available today. What we're developing today is our next generation software stack based on libfabric, and that is actually available today. Just last week, we actually made the release offering that in our software releases supporting OmniPath 100. And then this is foundational for our next generation products, the 400 gig products, CM5000, that are in development right now and in progress. Okay. We're not moving. There we go. All right, so just very briefly on the OmniPath Express native libfabric provider that is now released. As I said, in our software stack, it's available right now in libfabric version 1.16.1, and we have support for a variety of different. This is actually all available in our release notes. You can get the details there. The support for DAOS right now is in progress. That we're in testing right now, doing DAOS level regressions and cart self-tests to optimize and correct any issues with the fabric at this point. OmniPath is constantly open source project, OFI architecture, and standards based. And this is intended to be a seamless, upgrade path from the current generation to CN5000. Just briefly, the evolution here. PSM2 is the MPI provider we have today. In the next generation product, it will be supplanted by the OPX provider, and that is going to be coming up next year. Okay, so a little bit about the DAOS environment we're testing in today. And we have a local cluster with 4 DAOS servers. Intel Xeon systems, Celix-based systems, and we have 32 compute nodes. The packages we're currently in use, as I mentioned, is the libfabric, v1.16 with the DAOS 2.103 TB at this point. We've been doing most of our testing at this level, and then the Mercury 2.2 RC6, and support has been added into Mercury and into DAOS. It's available. It will be available soon. And our work here right now is we're working to align with the DAOS 2.4 release. And as Johan showed earlier, that's being shown as a tech preview. Our goal will actually be to do better than that, but we'll see what happens. It's all going to be depending on how things go with the regressions. Okay. So where are we at today with the DAOS support? The test and regression right now, we have Mercury and basic cart tests are complete. The OPX provider is available and running as we would expect in those environments. Cart self-test has given us a little more, test, challenges. So we've been able to do a variety of single server tests, bulk, IOV, and empty message transfer, and those are running clean on a single server. With multiple servers, there's some issues that we're working out there, but that's work in progress. And we have multiple HFIs installed in the servers, and a single DAOS engine is required for each of those interfaces. Getting that to actually map to each of those DAOS engines, each of those DAOS engines has actually been a little bit of work in progress here. The team is working through, but that's expected to be resolved here very shortly. And then as far as multiple server tests, those are in progress right now and running well. So that's moving forward. As far as the DAOS regressions, we have an environment, we're working through some issues with the local environment. The build process has been something we've had to accommodate. And, for the regression test suite, because it's expecting certain dependencies. All right. And then we had some local builds in our repos that we needed to account for in the environment to be able to run the regressions. But that's going to be ready here shortly to be running regressions here within the next week or so. All right. All right. So far as availability for the DAOS support, we do have, like I said, we're in the fabric already with our OPX provider. There are additional patches that are going to be required for the DAOS support that you'll have to get. That will be upstream here. Target is by December. Okay. We also have Mercury's already available upstream. Git, we do have patches for that. They're going to have to be updated, and this is in progress. I've already mentioned about the timeline for 2.4 and that target. Like I said, regression scale testing to support, we should be in line to complete that work by the end of the year. Okay. Thank you very much to the Intel team for all your support and help to get to this point, and to the DAOS group. I'll open up for questions here. This is just a brief update on where we're at, but now feel free to ask any questions you may have.
Are you guys for the multi-receive feature? You guys support that? Or support
that? The one that Johan just mentioned today, yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to go take a look at. But we definitely would want to incorporate that for sure. Yeah, but that's something new that I've learned today that I'll have to take back to the team.